Welcome to yet another episode of the Scribido Talks podcast, where we want to dive into the minds of young children to understand how can we make education a happier and better space for them. What is it that they enjoy? What is it that they don't like, want, or not want? So, Parnika, I believe that you are already quite a popular young YouTuber, and I'm very interested in knowing how this journey began, what happened. Tell us all about it.
That's a great question. My biggest fear when I was actually in the lockdown, most of the people were stuck at their homes and feeling worried. But I decided to do something really interesting. What I did is I picked up my camera and then I started recording some vlogs during the lockdown. I wasn't sure how people would react to it.
Okay.
But then I was actually worried about everything, how I looked on camera, whether I was speaking well, or even if people would watch my videos. Today I have 50,000 plus followers on my YouTube channel.
Wow, 50,000 plus followers. And do you interact with these followers?
Yes, sometimes when I go to a place, like when I go to Gujarat or maybe any place I go to travel, I meet some of my followers, I take pictures with them and then they interact with me. So yeah, it's a very friendly environment.
Wow, wonderful. Okay, so do you listen to podcasts?
Yes, sometimes I do.
What kind of podcasts do you listen to?
I am actually a big fan of Curly Tales, Kamya Jani.
I see.
She creates Sunday brunches with some of the celebrities, and I'm very interested in her vlogs, the way she interacts with celebrities and then tells their hobbies or something. So it's pretty valuable and learning.
Your talk was, your Scribido Talks topic was about stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And I remember having auditioned you. Your audition topic was travel based, and you changed it to moving out of your comfort zone. So, why did you make that change in the topic?
Actually, in the initial, I had many ideas. I wanted to talk about my school, then J.K. Rowling, and many things. Like seriously, everything. I was too immersed into all my talkings, and that is why I wanted to talk about everything. But when I attended the Scribido workshops, I got to know that a good speech isn't about saying everything. It's about saying the right things in the right chronological order. And that way, I understood that if I only talk about traveling, there will be no problem or solution over there. I'll just talk about my favorite things and what are my travel experiences. But when I afterwards got feedback from the mentors, I changed it to stepping out of your comfort zone, where there was actually a problem, and then I created a solution to it. So that way, I changed my topic.
And you actually stepped out of that comfort zone.
Yes.
To create a talk with which you were happier?
Yes.
Great. All right. You mentioned J.K. Rowling now as well, and in your talks also as an inspiration. What draws you to her story?
Interesting. J.K. Rowling's story really touched me because her life was very hard, yet she never gave up. What drew me was her courage to dream big even when life was really hard. As I mentioned earlier in my talk, that she was a single mother of 3 kids. And her first book got rejected many times. And still she kept on writing. So you see, that is not just inspiring, it's powerful. And I relate to her journey in my own small way. During the lockdown, while most of us were stuck at home and feeling worried, I decided to try something new. I picked up my camera, just like she picked up a pen. I started creating content even when I was not much sure about editing or public speaking, though I got full support from my parents. Just like her, even I faced rejections, like when a video didn't do well or when I forgot my lines on camera. But I did not give up and I kept on posting videos. So in a way, we both started with uncertainty, but followed our passion with persistence. So that's a little bit of a journey which connects me to her.
Right. Lovely. How do you are 13 years old?
12.
12 years old. Okay.
Going to be 13.
As a 12-year-old, do you find a classroom and your school setup and an education system that you have access to very engaging and fruitful for your learning?
Of course, it is. I mean, we are now in a phase where we grow up and then sometimes we make mistakes as well. But I learned that we should actually adapt to ourselves, as my topic was also stepping out of your comfort zones. And it should not be like, oh my god, I just need a classroom where the AC will be there during summers or during winters, I want a pillow and everything. It's not like that. We should step out of our comfort zones. Wherever we are, we should learn how to adapt to their lifestyle, and then slowly we keep on learning. Let me add, every time we step out or do something a little uncomfortable, we grow. It's like building a muscle. You won't see the change overnight, but with each and every small step, your confidence gets stronger.
So in a classroom, if you had to design, if I give you the option of designing your day's timetable,
Okay.
and say from first period to last period, you get to do what you want, so you have to give me a time. What would your Parnika's timetable look like?
That's pretty nice. I mean, my timetable, I would arrange it in this way. Not only studies, not like only maths or science, there would be some periods like where there would be emotional learnings. Emotional learnings in the perspective of where we actually learn some life lessons or something, because usually, as everyone says, that maths is something that will come in your life, then science is something that you have to grow up with. Like, I want to be the first person to land on Mars. Well, I will not be only learning science, I will
But
also...
don't we have people who have already ended up on Mars?
No, there's actually no one until now who landed on Mars.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I just came from there yesterday. No, I'm just kidding.
So, yes, I mean, these things, when we actually learn in a perspective of emotional learnings or something that we can impact in our life, that can impact. It is not only that we are very knowledgeable. If you see any person, let's consider any powerful or any person who is very good in studies. If you ask him or her any question regarding life lessons, there would be difficulty for him or her to answer. So that is why it is a very important thing to keep those periods in middle, and that's what my timetable will be like.
And what would those middle sessions look like of addressing your emotional intelligence? How would you do that?
I would actually, I think so, hire some teachers if I would have enough money to hire them, or else if I don't want to hire them, I can speak by myself, because I actually like giving people life lessons. And even my mantra of life is fitness and time management. So fitness, it's like fit ho to hit ho, and which is why if I would have been having sick, I would not come to this podcast, right?
Right.
So fitness is very important. Then otherwise, my second mantra of life is time management. You should actually manage time in a very proper way, because you see, time is very precious. It is, like some people say, time is money, but it's even more valuable than money. Every time the clock ticks, the things that you experience is the way it is. And I would actually like to teaching those things to the kids, so that they can also put, or it could be their aspects of life. As well as I will also talk about how to behave, or about communication, as you guys also do, which is also very knowledgeable to kids. So that way I will actually be implementing.
But despite the fact that, we teach communication, like you said, and public speaking, I am unable to communicate effectively with my team, who are young people. I am just unable to get them to come to work on time. I am unable to get them to finish their tasks on time or commit to work wholeheartedly. How do you think I can do that better with my team?
I guess networking is nowadays, it is going on. You should keep some collaboration team managements where you can actually collaborate with them.
No, we have all of them. It's just that they don't have time management skills.
What I do is, like, usually during summer vacations, as my summer vacations are going on, I keep a timetable where I decide what time to do what. So that particular time only I do these things. So what you can do, you can give those timetable printouts to your team members, and then tell them that this time is very precious, you have to do these things.
They are 20, 22-year-olds.
Okay.
Do you think they will accept this work format where I print a timetable and give it to them?
I mean, I am a 12-year-old. I am not sure how to work on with 22 years old. But yes, that is only like my thing, what I can tell them. But anyways, when I turn 22 years old, I will definitely tell you how to do that.
It's gonna be a long time. I think I'll retire by then.
10 more years.
All right. Let's get back to your topic. So, can you tell us about a moment in your YouTube and vlogging journey where you just wanted to give up all of it, but you didn't?
Oh yes, there was this moment where I almost felt like giving up. It was during my first year on YouTube. I worked super hard on this one vlog, like a travel vlog. We went to Gujarat and I recorded my visit to Statue of Unity. I was super excited to post that video. But when I posted that video, it barely got any views. There were no likes and no comments. It felt like I was talking to an empty room. And I was really disappointed. I also remember telling my parents that day, Mama, Daddy, I think so I should give up. We should stop. It's not working. No one's interested. But then something amazing happened.
Okay.
Guess what? A day later, a stranger commented in my YouTube channel, Chota packet, bada dhamaka, awesome, keep going. And that one comment gave me the energy to bounce back.
Lovely.
I realized even if one person gets inspired or smiles because of my video, then it's worth it. And then I also realized this one thing, that you should not give up because of numbers. Create because you love it.
Absolutely. Where do you get this mindset from? How have you developed this thought process of remaining so positive and constantly wanting to create something with an impact, whether you get a high response or a low response, it doesn't matter to you, and I love that about your attitude. How have you developed this attitude?
It's inspirational. I mean, my parents have been working on me since a long time, and they have been, especially my dad and my mom, like they have been working on me and telling me these life lessons, because even they're more of a life lesson person, and since then I am built up like this way. And I actually even like some people, if you consider, if someone else kid, my parents teach them, if that kid will not have that ability to get those things inside their mind, he or she will not be able to transform that life lesson perspective. Because I have this aura where I can actually adjust to that kind of environment, and I get pretty much immersed into all these life lessons things.
Lovely. Do you think that do you spend a lot of time with your parents?
Of course, I mean, as I said, time management, but there is a lot period of time where I spend along with them. It's very inspirational when I be with them. My aura gets pretty positively, because the person you be with, that aura gets that way. If you are with a person who is very inspirational or a life lesson giver, then your aura automatically gets charged.
So can you explain aura to me? What is aura?
Aura is nothing but it's like a invisible surrounding around you. If you go to any place, suppose if you go to any religious place, your aura gets even more spiritual. If you go to any club where they will tell us about communication, speaking skills, then your aura gets even more immersed and gets into the communication side. When you go to these people who are life lessons giver of, or if we assume, have you heard about Art of Living?
Yes.
Sri Ravi Shankar. He gives these life lessons or some things which actually inspire other people. His Art of Living is there is like 100 countries, 108. If you go there, your aura gets that way. So it all depends on where you go.
Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself being a public and motivational speaker when you're older? What do you see yourself doing?
I think I want to actually I see myself as a very motivational speaker, or where we go to these places where we can actually give our speeches, or I feel like I want to do something creative. As my parents already told me that I am pretty creative and I want to start a good business or a good thing which can actually give pretty much importance to other people.
I like the sound of this already. You're looking for a business partner?
Well, not as a business partner, but yes.
Okay, all right. We'll see. You still have a long way to grow up and so many things to discover. Now that your talk is live and being heard, what message do you hope your audience, especially other students, will take away from it?
Now that my talk is live and being heard, especially the kids of my age should take this one message. You don't need to wait to grow up to chase your dreams. You can start now. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try. Whether it's speaking in public, creating a YouTube channel, writing a book, or even joining a new activity, take that first step. Because as said that even small steps can lead to big changes. And yes, definitely there will be fear and failure. But that's okay. Because every time you try to step out of your comfort zone, you get more stronger, smarter, and a confident version of yourself. So my message is simple. Believe in yourself, begin somewhere, and keep growing.
Thank you, Parnika. I'm feeling so supercharged right now having had this conversation with you. And I really hope that you will continue to inspire young, old, whatever age of people to just stay happy, create, and do what they need to do every day. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, so glad to see you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.